Hi, I'm Laurie Rodriguez, and this is Let It Be Said. You are a loved child of God. God wants you to know every moment of the day that you are His loved child. As we accept Jesus into our heart, we become family in the family of God. We become family, and He loves us. He's there for us. David is old now in Psalm 71, and he's saying, in verse 12, he's saying, "Oh God, don't stay away. My God, please hurry to help me. Bring disgrace and destruction on my accusers." When the enemy speaks to us, we need to say, just disgrace him, just bring destruction on him, because our enemies come to steal, kill, and destroy. He does not want us to live a life of abundance or a life of freedom or a life of joy. God wants us to live that life. And so we need to ask him to humiliate and shame those who want to harm me. So humiliate and shame the enemy. But I will keep on hoping for your help. I will praise you more and more. Do you hear that? He's making a choice. He's saying, like, I'm feeling surrounded. I'm feeling old. I feel like the enemy's coming out, but I will praise you more and more. He says, I will tell everyone about your righteousness. And all day long, I will proclaim your saving power. Though I am not skilled with words. I think he was pretty skilled with words with all his Psalms. But again, he might be not feeling so great about how good he is. We are blessed that he was skilled with his words. But he's saying, I'm not. But he's constantly, it doesn't matter how he feels, he's making a choice. He says, I will praise your mighty deeds, O sovereign Lord. I will tell everyone that you alone are just. O God, you have taught me from my earliest childhood, and I constantly tell others about the wonderful things you do. Let's tell others about how good God is. Like, there is a hell, and people are going there, and it's our job to at least tell them the goodness of God and how he does not have that place for that. The place of hell is not meant for people. It was meant for the enemy. But if you're connected to the enemy or you're connected to sin, then that will be your resting place. We don't want that to happen. So he says, I will tell everyone that you alone are good. Oh God, you have taught me from my earliest childhood, and I constantly tell others about the wonderful things you do. If he hasn't done something wonderful for you that you can tell someone, ask him. Say, God, do something wonderful for me so that I can share this goodness. Now, the greatest wonder that he did was save our souls. Like, we weren't destined, we were destined for hell, and Jesus came and said, oh no, that's not for you guys. You're not destined for destruction. You're destined for heaven. And so as we accept Jesus, then we're destined for heaven. And that's a wonderful thing. But there's other wonderful things that he does for us, and we must share, not out of duty, but out of love. We share about God out of love because he is so good. Now I am old and gray. Do not abandon me, O God. Let me proclaim your power to this new generation, your mighty miracles to all who come after me. When we are old and gray, we are not done. We are not done until God takes us home. So if you're old and gray, you still have a purpose. God has a plan and a path for you. Make sure you're following that, because you will be filled with joy. Don't sit around saying, like, well, I'm just waiting to die. No, that's not the plan of God. God says that I have a plan for you, not to harm you, but to give you a hope and a future in Jeremiah 29. So make sure you are living in that hope and that future. You have a future. David is saying, like, man, I'm old and gray, but I'm still going to proclaim your power to the next generation. Get involved with the next generation. First of all, they make us young because they're so brilliant and bright and so full of life and vitality. So it's so fun to be with the new generation. Make sure you get involved. Your mighty miracles to all who come after me. He's going to proclaim the mighty miracles, and let's do the same thing. I'm Laurie Rodriguez, and this is Let It Be Said. You are a loved child of God. Remember that. Live it.